currently third in the NFL in
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. Throwing on first down. Flores. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flores. And this one's incomplete.
The Jets at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They think they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback. On 1st and 10, Hopkins, and he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7. Defensively getting the interception. Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 4th down, Hopkins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Flores looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're going to get him. He sagged back around the 28. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The kick by Elliott is good. It's still there. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
10-0 the score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Flores.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's back.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Flores. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Flores. He's going to air one out. will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Hopkins. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him.
He's got a man, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the rally's on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
They say to themselves, how do we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm.
And now here's another interception. And he works free.
And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Ball again on second down.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They'll run with Hall.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To throw is Flores. To throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Flores. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets just continue to roll.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Temple. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Temple, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Hopkins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I was just going to
get out
that.
of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Flores. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jets will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. They'll get this to about the 38. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world to the challenge.
Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a 1st. Operating from the gun, Flores. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Flores throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back to throw. Flores. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw. Flores. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wise. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hopkins. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. Flores now operating from the gun.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott good on the extra point. This one was over a while ago as he's had a big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Fans usually love to see